Blessings and welcome everyone. Just a reminder before we begin. Your rising sign horoscope will give you additional clarity as to how a great deal of your sun sign horoscope may show up, and your moon sign horoscope will give you the less prominent side story that'll also be playing out for this 2-week period. Remember, horoscopes serve best when observed, like a weather or traffic report. You have influence over all outcomes with your thoughts, actions, choices, and deeds. Use the information that presents to help you make the highest choices for the highest outcomes. If you wish to schedule any of my services or like access to more content via my Patreon, follow the links below or go to my website, integrativemysticism.com. Hi there, Pisces. It's time to have a look and see what is going on with regards to the week starting February 15th, 2021. And yes, we've gone back to doing weekly horoscopes. I know I changed things up a lot. I'm trying to find the perfect system here. For the record, I did enjoy the bi-weeklies. I liked making those. But just based on, some interesting poll numbers when I was taking polls like on the Facebook community page and things being like 50-50 across the board, and it's like, okay, the comments are overwhelmingly positive, but half the people are silent and saying they don't like it or prefer the weeklies anyway. I was kind of like, and then being punished by the YouTube algorithm and all of that kind of stuff, and so I was just kind of like, well, what do I do? So I had a conversation with a really good soul brother of mine. Shout out to Rob, who's also a Pisces. So if you're grateful we're going back to the weeklies, praise him. Praise him with great praise. He made some very salient points about, information overload. And I do work with constructive feedback when I'm getting it. So, I agreed, I do want to pay attention to that and make sure that that's not something that's, creating a problem. And so we're going back to weeklies for now. Incidentally, the astrology we're talking about in this particular video is not a weekly. It's actually bi-weekly, because we're going to be talking about the new moon in Pisces, in Aquarius. I'm talking to Pisces. A new moon in Aquarius, which is occurring February 11th, but influencing all of us all the way through the 25th and 26th of the month. So when you're looking at this, just think of the astrology being more bi-weekly and the tarot being more weekly, okay? And this new moon is actually occurring in your 12th house of your past, your privacy, and your hidden zone. So things that have, maybe buried or hidden behind veils, hidden behind the scenes, behind the curtains. And this new moon is bringing up a lot of beautiful new beginnings, but it is square to Mars, which is in your 3rd house of communications, pacts, promises, commitments, covenants, your peer group, as well as, to a certain degree, it can be your relationship with, I guess you could say your peers in your vocation or in your field. And what's coming through is that there's sort of a rekindled light and a restoration of a buried treasure or a lost treasure occurring during this 2-week period. In fact, a revelation from either the past or in private conversations revives and restores a life pursuit or passion that clarifies and strengthens your sense of life's work and function, what you want to do, what you are here making a mark on the world with. As this treasure or dream is restored with or by someone whether they're somebody in your present or maybe possibly something from the past or a mixture, it may bring up, however, conflicts with your present surroundings or destabilize current plans. I have it written down in my journal here. It may actually destabilize current plans, or it may actually create a conflict of interest with maybe existing contracts. It's kind of like you're getting a wish granted and you're now kind of caught in like, well, all right, I've already agreed to do this with this guy, or I've already agreed to take on this job, or I've already agreed to go in this direction. But now, holy crap, this really kind of goes straight to the core of my soul. How do I make this work? You will find a way to make it work. But this is something that is a big part of this next 2 weeks for you. So make room for it when and how and where you can. Now, going into your cards, your main theme of the week of the 15th is the Page of Swords in reverse. And it does feel like a lot of you Piscean people are kind of having some areas to address where you don't know necessarily who to trust or what to trust with regards to information, stories you're being told, maybe feedback, or any kind of reports you're getting from people around you. Because the Page of Swords reversed is indicating that there may be a rat that you kind of notice or catch in this week. Now, because it's in the spiritual themes area, this could show up in multiple different places or just in one of many, where work or home, family, or friends, things like that. Which it's unfortunate news. But with the Page of Swords reversed, we are going to have to take or pull our trust a little bit closer to ourselves and kind of really take some time to really reevaluate, each and every person or each and every source of information, each and every source of intelligence that we're getting ourselves without relying on too much peanut gallery contribution, whether it's something that you're trying to figure out, a mystery you're trying to solve, or you are discovering something that makes you question certain stories that you're getting. It all depends. But it is something that you want to be discerning with. Now, the interesting thing is that even though that's going on, this week is overwhelmingly positive for you as well. We actually have, with your material concerns or your personal abundance, your wealth, your job, you've got the Six of Pentacles upright. And it does look like there is something actually being gifted or presented to you as a gift, even if it might not be technically a gift. It could just be favor, approval, acceptance, closure on some kind of big deal or big transaction, something being settled for you in a beautiful way that is actually setting you up quite comfortably when it comes to your material circumstances. A lot of you may be also finding that this week you're going to be getting a lot of acceptances across the board, whether you're applying for different services, maybe even looking for a new job, a transfer, maybe making a special request as it relates to either a professional or financial priority that you're working on. The Six of Pentacles says even if you haven't put that on the table yet, this is the week you want to do that because everyone is more inclined to actually be working with you. The energies are very supportive here. You may be also getting some positive news about something you've been waiting to get back on or waiting to get news back from. So I would definitely say the Page of Swords reverse is probably not in the material sector. But let yourself enjoy this regardless of whatever private investigating you feel like you need to do. As we get on to your communications with friends, relatives, maybe other people in your life, you've got the Four of Cups in reverse. And I feel like there is going to be something coming through where a friend or a relative is actually proposing an alternative measure to something that you are trying to accomplish yourself that could actually get the job done twice as fast or faster. Because with the Four of Pentacles reversed, there is sort of unsolicited assistance coming your way that is also breaking a routine or breaking a regimen that you have been accustomed to for you. And it's something that I feel with the Four of Cups reversed is also providing a missing piece. Perhaps this is where that buried treasure or, again, that once lost treasure or the veiled gift or goodie is coming from. With the Four of Cups reversed, I am seeing because of this proposition, because of this gift, it is going to require you to also take into consideration what you can hold on to from maybe any agendas that you've got going on right now, any kind of pending operations or pending big moves or big transitions. Not all of it is going to be compromised by this. No, if anything, a lot of it's going to get enhanced. But with the Four of Cups reversed, this is where I also feel like your routine gets turned upside down in a positive way. As we get on to your challenge this week, you've got the Ace of Pentacles upright. And I feel like this is about the enforcement of order with the Ace of Pentacles, right? We are bringing in an energy that is promising a great deal of abundance and stability, absolutely. But I feel like your challenge with such a positive card is to make sure that that is what is, as opposed to maybe bringing this in and then allowing it to perhaps become either corrupted or tainted or turned in another way. Because the Ace of Pentacles is something that you are getting, that you are being asked to preserve its promise, preserve its potential, preserve its light, preserve its its worth. And in order to do that, you are going to need to, of course, make sure that when you start getting these big gifts and these big opportunities, you are not leaving them vulnerable to mistreatment or mishandling. As we get on to your relationships with love, romance, and partnerships, we do have the Queen of Wands in reverse. And well, we've been doing a bit of mystery. We've been looking to see where the drama's coming from with that Page of Swords reversed. I'm not saying it's only going to show up here, but I mean, with the Queen of Wands reversed, come on. At least one spot, one likely suspect. The Queen of Wands reversed is showing up here. I feel like there's something pulling the strings in a romantic pursuit or a relationship that you're in. If you're in an established relationship, you're married. There's some kind of negative influence that has kind of got its hooks in. I'm not sure if it's into the relationship or it's into a partner or into a crush, but I'm feeling kind of a puppet master or just maybe even a brat just trying to stir up drama just because broken. And this does not feel like a romantic rival. This does not feel like anything even going in that direction. This almost feels kind of like, a malicious friend, air quotes, or a malicious family member, third party kind of situation where there does seem to be something kind of winding up the relationship tension, winding up a partner, or if you're maybe looking for somebody new, you may end up finding that there are hooks in this person that you are meeting that you are going to probably find out right away that there is, that friend, and those situations unfortunately can happen sometimes. We've all met people where it's like, oh wow, what a cute guy, and there's this guy behind him who's kind of dangling, or oh, what a really sweet girl, but then there's like this tag along girl, that kind of thing. This does feel like something that is going to need to be maybe just called out for what it is, because with the Queen of Wands reversed, there's no other way. If it's something you've been overlooking or something that you've been hoping not to address, I'm sorry, this is not something that I would let persist beyond this week. Okay, so either if you're single, available, and you find that this is going on, if you don't want to address it because it's a new person, then move on. But for those of you in established relationships, this is going to have to be addressed somehow. So that is what I've got for you. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate it. Should you ever want to get a session with me, go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com.